Dehumanizing lockdown tier 4. It is solstice weekend, and hello. Yesterday, our leader here in England decided to turn the southeast into tier 4 because the plague has got so bad. So here we all are listening to whatever he's commanding us that we do, and having our lives ruined as usual in all the part of this dehumanizing or whatever it is that's going on. And I know those sheep will be saying, but there's a plague out there and we're all going to die. Well, I just feel it's all very satanic. As many of you know, as I've said in my other videos, none of this seems right or feels right. So because I'm feeling a bit nuts, I made this crazy little video for you all, as I wonder what it is we are supposed to do. What is going on? If the world is created by our faults, as many people are telling me, and we create our own universe and our own lives, I'm pretty sure that I did not create this. I never ever thought that I would be stuck indoors for almost a year now, and I have a feeling it might go on for a few more years, which again is me putting that fault out there, which isn't good. But I'd never had this fault before all this happened. I'd always thought that, or prayed and hoped and tried to think positively of a better life for one and all. But instead this world seems to be going darker and darker, and maybe it is everything is fixed, maybe everything is fated, where I would like to think we've got the free will to create our own lives, which is what most gurus, new agers and such like tell us to do. Think positive and we'll achieve our dreams. But I'm sure 2020 hasn't been the ideal dream for most people. Or is there too many of other people out there thinking deep and dark thoughts of being in fear that this kind of thing is going to happen? Who is creating this universe that we're all caught up in? Is there a point to it all? I just don't know. So I've been thinking long and hard about all this and trying to visualise a better future. Yet I keep getting knocked down at places by what's going on in the outside world. So when we create our thoughts, is it just for our own life, or is it for the whole world? I suppose I've been thinking a lot about it lately because I feel quite useless about it all. And I don't want to do doom and gloom. I want to do peace, love and happiness, and go forward in a loving, happy world where everybody gets along. Doesn't necessarily have to be a spiritual world, but has to be a... Though that would be nice if we all got along in a spiritual world, and we're all working together, one and all, for each other, with each other, in a harmonious realm. How do we make that happen? Are we all not connected in some way, even though they say we are all connected and that we're all one? Well, if we're all one, why are we all living in these strange, dark times? Let me just try and recollect my thoughts there. I had a better way of saying that, but it came out a bit wrong. How can we, if it's all to do with our thoughts and thinking and what consciousness we put out there, how can we group the whole world together to think more positively? Is there not enough of us? Or if we can get enough of us to do it, can we change things? So I'm wondering what you guys are doing, guys and dolls. What are you doing to put out there a better thought? And I'm not trying to be like a guru here or anything. I'm just wondering, and if people want to talk about it, I'm happy to chat in the comments section. What is it we can do? Try not to get caught up in what's going on. Try not to be attached to all this with the lockdowns and the other problems that are happening around the world. Can we only pray for it? Can we only send it love and light, or whatever it is you think that's good, rather than dwelling on the dark side of it all? how can we all together spread the word to think better? Is it thought forms that are creating all this, which I do believe in? You know, I've looked at the guy that, I've forgotten his name, that's terrible, Masao Emoto, doing his glasses of water and putting signs on them, like either love, and seeing how a water molecule changes into such a beautiful shape, where if you put something like war or dark and depressing onto it, the water molecule will turn into a horrible, quite deranged shape that isn't symmetrical or harmonious, but looks all broken up or squashed together and just not right. So if thought forms do create how we feel, and can create how things feel, like water and things that we touch, then maybe we need to send out more loving, lighted vibes. Which sounds easy to say, but when you get caught up in all the real world, it's a bit dark and can play with our minds. So I've been trying to think about how we can do all this, and how we should be working on ourselves. Do we work as a group, or do we work as individuals? Do you work on yourself to then make yourself strong enough to go out into the real world to change things? Is this why Gurdjieff said we only need like 200 or so awakened people to make things happen? Because if them 200 could go out and then spread how they changed and developed into enlightened next evolution of humanity, then maybe that will help teach others. There's lots of books and other people to read about this kind of thing who can put it much more succinctly than I can. I definitely gibber as I'm trying to explain my thoughts, which is maybe why everything's a bit all chaotic, because I haven't got that control of knowing precisely and concisely what it is I want. Which is why I suppose meditation is a very important part of all this. A good way of working on your mind and settling it to try and really see what it is you want and what it is you should be aiming for. Do you want a happy world where we all live in peace, love and harmony? Or do you like the chaos?